SGA. He should have probably been early on the topic list because of how great he's playing, but we have to have a topic about him.
Unreal.
Him being a superstar this year, he's taken that type of leap, I believe. How much pressure is on OKC to now build a winner around SGA? And I'll start with you, Wes. Did you even envision this coming from SGA coming into the season?
I mean, I know Thunder fans have been high on him. Like, you got to give Thunder fans credit because I've seen them saying they'd go SGA over Booker for like the last 2 years, it was an early take.
Yeah.
It was probably not true at the time, but right now you could make that argument. In terms of the pressure, next year I think the pressure is with Chet. Giddey needs to be better off the ball. We can see what he can do with the ball in his hands, but like, is he a good fit alongside SGA? I have question marks over that. Is Lou Dort good enough as a shooter, spacing the floor? Because you do want guys who can space the floor with SGA. I think this is a good year where hopefully they're good enough to the point where they don't have to shut him down. They don't really need another top pick. Chet can come back good next year, be an impactful player. And then I think the pressure's on, but I don't think this year there's too much pressure to win because of those reasons.
As much as I love SGA, and he's been on this projection for like 2-3 years now. You know, he just
injuries.
The thing that's been messing him up is injuries. But I'm not ready to call him a superstar yet because you don't become a superstar in the regular season. You definitely don't become a superstar in the first month of the regular season. No. So, but I definitely think he's making that case of you can build a team around him, and I think that's the most important part for OKC's rebuilding process. Unfortunately, Shet went down, so we wasn't able to see him. But with him, Giddey, they're probably going to have a couple picks, not just one, a couple picks in this draft. You got Trey Mann off the bench. Dortz, I feel like Dortz is going to be an odd man out, unfortunately, but as of right now, elite defender. That's it. Somebody who can attack the basket, put pressure on the rim. You got a nice team. And SGA, he's been backpacking this offense. You know, he's been elite on that end, and he's I think he's top 3 in paint scoring in the league. He might be 1. So establishing a core and a team around him is the most important thing. I think worrying about if he's a superstar or not, you can figure that out later in life. Just right now, build a team around him, build a competitive team, because right now they're really realistically just competitive because SGA has to put on Herculean performances, get some guys around him, build a competitive team, and then you figure out what type of player he truly is, and that comes in the playoffs.
It's almost not the worst thing in the world. Like, obviously you want to see Chet play, but being able to be even worse than you probably would have been with Chet, almost guaranteeing yourself a higher pick that you would have had. The only thing I worry about with the Thunder is just getting too young player prospect hungry, where you're just keeping all of these draft picks and continually building through the draft and all of a sudden you have top 10 picks that are just a 7th or 8th man on the bench, right? The way that SGA has been playing right now, of course you're not a superstar in October and November in the regular season, but I mean, the path is there. Like, it's right in front of our face. We see SGA is eventually going to be that superstar type player. It's just a matter of time until the Thunder really put the team around him so he can make that leap. So I would be hoping that the Thunder this season probably going to have a top pick, but after that, I would like to see them get aggressive with all these draft picks. Like, you don't have a 40-person roster. They have an insane amount of draft picks that are just being stashed away right now for the next 10 years that they've done a great job accumulating. I mean, look at that Paul George trade. You got SGA, who's playing damn near at his level right now. SGA is playing better than Paul George, as crazy as that sounds. Plus all the draft picks on top of that. It was a great trade, a couple years later down the line. So I would like the Thunder to get a little bit aggressive, possibly in the next offseason, because I don't want them to just kind of, not stagnant's the right word, but at least speed up this process so you could have SGA bring in another all-star caliber player with Chet and then still have young guys or even mix that in a couple of vets on the bench too, because we see the West right now, it's wide open. Who thought the Trailblazers are going to be the 1 seed? The Jazz are a top 5 seed. So we see the West being wide open. Obviously things change year to year, but if you're able to be aggressive and get that extra piece with the way SGA is playing, averaging over 30 a game, we all had him in the MVP ladder. So I mean, right now he's not a superstar yet, but it's going there, and the Thunder have enough pieces to go and really make a push in the next coming seasons.
There's a brand new fantasy app. It's called Boom Fantasy. You got over-unders, player props. You got matchups. This player versus that player. That's personally my favorite, and long shots. You can win 40 times your money, and if I'm not mistaken, Joel, NBA is coming soon.
Yes, sir. NBA will be in the app in the next 10 days or so. I believe opening night is October 19th, so we'll have stuff up a few days beforehand. That's going to be fun because we have it every night. You don't have to wait till Monday, Thursday.
Did you get your code? For the league pass?
I did get my code
I
for
got
league
my
pass.
code too.
Yep, that's amazing.
That's from 2K, right?
Yes.
That's tough.
amazing.
That's fire.
So if you guys haven't already, download the Boom Fantasy app right now. Link is in our description or in the caption wherever you're watching. I'll say one thing. SGA right now is more of a superstar than most of these great shooting guards that we thought were going to be that have been. He's more of a superstar than Zach LaVine ever was. He's more of a superstar than Bradley Beal, if anybody thought that ever was. Even Jaylen Brown. SGA right now, you can make a legit argument. You can make a legit argument that he's the best shooting guard in basketball right now. The only person that can be comparable to him is Donovan Mitchell.
Devin Booker?
He's playing better than Devin Booker right now.
Well, it's 1 month.
I know, but we're not putting SGA over Booker right now.
But he's playing better than him.
I know,
Devin
yes.
Booker has
He
a
is
laundry list
for
of
1 month.
seasons of being
This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, but what are we doing?
Please don't jump on the SGA stand. I don't need you there. I don't.
You're not an
I do.
SGA stand. You took Darius Garland over him.
I'm also
and Paul
a
George.
Garland and a P.
But
you put
SGA
my
clears
stands
Garland
against
over
himself.
him.
You're not an SGA stand. Please don't.
He's better than PG and he's better than Darius Garland. That's not even a debate right now.
So he's better than Devin Booker?
He's playing better than him. Yes, he's playing better than him. God. There's no doubt he's playing better than him.
But just because you're playing better than him doesn't.
And also
make you
SGA
put him
in terms of
no, like, apparently it does.
wait, hold up.
ridiculous.
In terms of isolation scoring, SGA has been a top 5 isolation scorer for the past 3 seasons.
I know.
That is, what do you mean? I know too. That's not an anomaly. What do you mean? That's not a, so it's not like SGA is just taking this leap right now. For the past 2-3 years, SGA has been a top 5
God.
isolation
it's been
scorer.
the injury. That's always been the question.
Well, we can't put SGA above Devin Booker. Like, are we?
I didn't say
right
that.
now?
I'm saying, yeah, right now he's playing better than the only person comparable to his level of play is Donovan Mitchell. That's the only one. He's
Saying
playing
as a guard
I think Book's
or as a
been cruising
two.
though.
as a 2. That's without a doubt.
Book's still the best 2 guard in the league though.
And SGA is the only player out of all these guys that it doesn't matter what role he's in, he thrives in that role. As a rookie, when he was a role player on the Clippers, he was great for them. In his second season, he's in OKC. They get Chris Paul. He's the second option. Everybody thought they wouldn't make the playoffs. They made the playoffs. He was averaging 18 as the second option, only 20 years old. In the playoffs, he had a good playoff series. Now, in his third year, he was averaging 23 plus, and OKC was 16-19 when he played. Last year, he was averaging 24 to 25 a game. Now, this year, he's taken a 6-point lead, and this isn't some fluke. He's done this against the best and most high-level defenses in the
I don't
NBA.
think anyone's arguing that it's not a fluke because it's not. SGA,
So it's not a fluke. Why is it crazy to
you're
say
saying
that
Devin Booker.
Him
Booker has a
I just think
laundry
you're jumping
list.
the gun.
him versus Devin Booker?
It's not a conversation right now.
Why is it not because of
I'm not gonna-
accolades?
no, because I'm not going to sit here and have a conversation because of 15 games.
Pound for pound, player versus player, their skill set. It's
Pound for
very
pound, you
comparable.
never would have thought of this until these 15 games.
Yes, because he's taking a leap.
What he literally hasn't. You literally just admitted he hasn't taken a leap.
like
he just has been doing a little bit
No,
more.
he's more.
the same
No,
player.
he's more efficient from 3 this year.
A little bit, yeah, but he's
What do you mean a little
for
bit?
the most
He's shooting
part.
40% for 3.
No, but for the most part, he's still that same dominant paint presence that he's always been. He's still that guy that gets to the rim.
He's added more to his game, though.
Yeah, a little bit more. He's added the 3 ball to
Yes,
the game.
and that little bit more has taken
It's
him.
also
lot.
it's
It
also
It is a
less
lot, but he's still one of
It's
the
a
most.
little less
Bro,
than
John
he's still the
Moran,
same
John
person.
Moran added a little bit more to his game in the 3-point ball, and that's now put him at the top 5 MVP ladder conversation according to NBA.com.
top 5 MVP.
So you
but
can
listen,
you
the
can add a
difference
little
is-
bit more.
No, I
If-
agree, but
if
it's
you're
still-
already
but you
great,
don't-
you
but-
can add that little bit more to the
No,
game, and
I'm
it
not-
makes you
no, but
much
I'm
better.
not
And Shai
saying that,
also
but
is
you're
averaging
putting him
40 on
over.
3
You're putting him
attempts,
over
less than
people
3
who've done it, bro.
attempts.
That's intentional.
I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm saying it is 40%. He's 50, 40, 90 right now. Listen, my plan was to come on here and praise SGA.
Yeah, we can praise
That
somebody
was
without
my
putting him in
plan.
a conversation
That's
he's not
it.
in. He's
Right
not.
now, he's in that conversation. He's playing at that conversation. You cannot say he's not.
Like it's very early. You wouldn't be doing this
And,
about a lot
and
of
listen,
other players.
the question was superstar, correct?
Is he a superstar to you?
A superstar is what? Player that I'd build around? Correct?
That's not a. What are we doing here? Is he a top 15 player in the league?
Right now, he is definitely.
Is he a top 15 player in the league?
Yes, he
So he's
is.
officially now
Yes, he
jumped
is.
into your top 15.
He's a top
So he
15 player
cannot
in the
drop
league.
out. He's in there.
He's a top 15 player in the
I
league.
bet.
All right, so I actually have this list here of the people I believe are superstars currently in 2022. Luka Doncic,
Easily.
Giannis,
Yep.
Jokic, Curry, Embiid, Tatum, Ja. I would still give KD the benefit of the doubt. I won't name Bron. I won't. So now these are the people in the bubble. These are the people in the bubble. Donovan Mitchell, D-Book, Trey, Shai, Zion.
That's his tier.
Is that wrong of me? I feel like this is pretty spot on.
If that's his tier, then what's the problem with saying SGA is like Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell?
No, my reason is no. You're saying
You just
that
had them in the
he's
same tier.
Wait, who's in the
well.
same
No,
team?
I only have them in that tier because these are people that are on in the bubble, but they're still a tier in this
And
tier.
all these guys outside of Zion have a track record.
And I'm giving Zion this credit because yes, you can build around him, and on top of that, we've still seen what he can do when he's on the court.
Well, Zion
In
doesn't
what
have.
setting?
Zion has no track record.
Yes,
Same
no
with SGA.
track record.
And
I get the Mitchell part. Mitchell has
27 on
SGA
61%.
No, but I'm saying I get the
And
Mitchell
right
part.
now,
He has-
SGA is on pace to be even better than that year.
and Shai
Mitchell has the
I'm
regular
giving-
season and the
I'm-
postseason. Same
yeah,
with
like,
Booker, but
SGA has
Zion
been
has
good in the
no
postseason.
track
Am I
record.
coming across like I'm not giving Shai's praise?
No, we're not saying. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like what he's saying is your argument is Mitchell. Yes, Mitchell and Booker have the regular
That's it.
season and the playoffs.
They're the two.
But Zion has no track
so
record.
Trey or SGA? Let me ask that.
I'm taking Trey Young.
I'm still taking
Trae Young got
too.
the track record, but right now SGA's playing better. And when I'm projecting in terms of
the
just
first year.
when I'm there's not the first year he's been great.
He's
No,
he's gotten better.
no,
Obviously,
hold on.
not
but-
what
Wait,
I'm
hold up.
saying.
First year he's been at
let
this
me-
level.
Yeah.
That's
hold on,
what
let
I'm
me,
saying.
Let me ask you something. Before this season, SGA or Brandon Ingram?
Before this season,
Yeah.
probably Brandon Ingram.
Why?
I don't think I would put BI.
I wouldn't have put BA over SGA before the
Really?
season. I
Really?
would not.
Really?
I would not.
Oh.
Because SGA gives me the
I don't know. I don't know if he's
SGA
right. I
gives
don't know.
me
I don't know.
Brandon Ingram scoring,
I'm taking
and
his
he's
word,
a
I guess.
better
I don't know.
playmaker by far.
I feel like most people probably.
I don't know. I feel like when he had that playoff
in
run,
all these off-season conversations we've had, SGA's name never even got brought up once on this show.
It really didn't.
Nobody thought he was gonna wait for one.
There
wait,
it is. That's all you
Wait,
needed
hold
to
on,
say.
Hold up. That's true.
Listen, Riv. Yes, you get your credit, and
No,
I
no,
gave
wait,
you
hold
that
up.
acknowledgement. Absolutely.
Riv, you did not think SGA was gonna do.
No,
Nobody thought
no
SGA was gonna do
one.
this.
not
So that's what I'm
this.
saying. So to say that you would have taken him over Bi, like, I don't want to hear that.
SGA was a 25 point per game scorer before
he
this
was
season.
fantastic with
He
the
was
injuries.
he
Since
is
when?
what Bi was, bro. Like him and Bi were like.
and with
what are you talking about?
injuries, which he.
I think what
clearly
BI
was-
did in the postseason, you wouldn't have taken SGA.
No
But
way.
SGA, we never had that conversation when we had all those
The
debates.
conversation was always we have to wait to see him do it in the
Yeah.
And
competitive
Mikal
volume.
Bridges, this lockdown defender, right? What did Bi do to him in the playoffs? He made him look like a child. Throw some respect on Bi's
Little
name.
early.
This
SGA
is credit to
and
SGA.
BI
Yes, Shai's
SGA
playing
and Bi
better.
have been in the same tier for the past 2-3 years, bro.
Okay, but coming into this year, you're telling me straight faced you're taking SGA. You're flat
I
out
would have
lying.
I would have taken SGA because
You're
he
flat out
offers me
lying
the
to me.
playmaking aspect.
I don't know.
He offers me the playmaking
BI can
aspect.
play make too.
But not like SGA. We know that.
I don't know. After the postseason run, I think people were pretty high on BI, bro. I don't know.
Yes, but they're in the same tier. They were never. It
I
was
just
never
never remember SGA's name being brought up in these
because
conversations.
nobody talks about OKC. We thought they were going to be a bottom dweller.
Before this year? What was SGA? Top 30 player in the NBA?
Definitely.
BI was top 25, borderline top 20.
Yeah.
But
He
that's
was
the
closer
same.
to
That's the
20.
same tier though.
In a sense, yeah.
And you could have had
But we
SGA in
still
the top
had
25 too.
BI over him.
I think BI was closer to the top 20 than SGA. I don't think there was no argument for SGA being in the top 20. It was legit discussions after the postseason on what BI done. He was getting talked about being a top 20 player. That's
When
why I
you
don't-
watch SGA for the past 2 years, it's quite literally.
I agree with
he
you.
has been great to elite.
I agree.
It's just the roster, and they have to
And
stash
he's been
him.
hurt.
injuries.
I agree.
They have to stat. There was not. He's also been hurt, but it's been more of we don't want you to play because they wanted to tank. This year, he's taken a massive leap that puts him in that conversation with those other players. There's no doubt about it. He's in that conversation.
I just want him to do it for the whole year. Not this, but like, around this, I just want to see him do it for the
I mean,
whole
yeah,
year.
32.
Yeah, this is probably
unsafe,
not. It's
but
just-
he could definitely average 27 plus for the year.
I want to see it. I
In
do wanna
20,
see it.
Devin Booker has always been a 26 point per game scorer for his career. D. Mitch has been 26 to 28.
It's
So,
the playoff aspect.
yeah,
of it.
but SGA was good in the playoffs when he was there his first time.
He wasn't them.
Yeah, because he was second option. He was 20 years old at that point.
He wasn't them.
Yeah, but he averaged 18 a game in the
He
playoffs.
wasn't- Whatever you can, it doesn't matter what you can say. He wasn't them.
Yes, but people projected Devin Booker to be great in the playoffs before his first playoffs.
Yeah.
He was.
There is nothing that Yeah, I know. I projected him to be that. There is
So
no.
did a lot of
there,
other people.
there
It's
is
not, like,
there is nothing that
groundbreaking
tells
shit.
me SGA would not do this in a
I
playoff
agree with
setting.
you, but we have to see it though. We just
do.
have to see it. That's all. I agree
Yeah.
with you. I think he'll be fine in the
Facts.
playoffs. We have to see it.
Yeah, but right now he's playing at a superstar level. There's no doubt.
He's playing
He
at a
averaged
superstar
16
level, but
superstars.
doesn't make you a superstar off
He
rip.
had
What?
18. He averaged
He's on-
16.
That's a drop off from his regular season.
Yeah, he
It
averaged
is.
18 in the playoffs.
We could agree that he's
43%
on
from the
pace to
field.
become a superstar, but we're not going to call him a superstar right now.
Nobody's saying he's a superstar right now.
Did you not just say that?
I said he's playing at a superstar level. That's
the question
exactly what I said.
Semantics that ass are
Is he-
insane.
But